broadcasting live from the St. Elijah Studios. This is SOYO, Oklahoma City's News Channel 1.
Hello everybody, and welcome back to Oklahoma City's #1 news channel, SOYO. I'm Robin, single S twice.
And I'm Petra, double S twice. Once again, St. Elijah has been burning up with activity over the last month and a half. For a look at how this blaze got started, we turn to Nora.
Thanks, Petra. As the temperature began to drop outside, the teens tried to stay warm the old-fashioned way. Following Vespers on October 25th, we headed out to the Sheriff's farm for our bonfire. When we arrived, we were greeted by all kinds of animals, including llamas, horses, goats, sheep, deer, and even a pig. After getting to know our furry friends, we gathered around the campfire to roast hot dogs, make s'mores, and sing along with the musical stylings of Eric Massett. I think we have some footage and message of Eric and Joel. Let's take a look.
That was a good song right there.
I
tell you what, this is Eric
and Joel.
Here we are, out in the country.
We are in
we don't even know where we are so far out here. 50 acres of land.
A land there.
And we is just so happy out here. We're at a Teen SOYO event.
Do you know what's out here? There's animals.
Is there? What kind of animals?
There's llama.
What about cow?
Yeah, and pig.
What about a billy goat?
There is Billy Goat.
With a goatee?
Yeah.
Everything you want is right here and more. Speaking of more, do you want some more? Some more?
I'll tell you, that's cool, man.
This is Eric.
And Joel.
We're signing out.
Goodbye.
Well, there you have it. The bonfire was a big success, and we couldn't thank the Sheriffs enough. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Nora. Well, the SOYO fun didn't stop after the bonfire. In fact, I heard everyone had a rolling good time at the Sunday school bowling party the next day. Over 70 people got in on the pin dropping action, and Father Constantine showed off his bowling skills. Thanks to everyone who helped make this event such a success. We look forward to the next Sunday school event, which just happens to be this Sunday, November 23rd, when Sunday school heads to the movies to see Madagascar 2. We hope to see everyone there.
Alrighty, well if you happen to be in the neighborhood of the church on November 7th or 8th, you probably noticed some serious traffic in a packed parking lot. That's right, it was the 34th annual bake sale, and the entire church pulled together to welcome and feed thousands of people. Our president, Natalie Holmesy, was on the scene just a few days before the action began. Let's check in with her for the scoop on how Teen SOYO helped out.
Look at this peacefulness in it. But in 2 days, this peacefulness will turn into marvelous creations of chaoticness. But if you think this is peaceful and that's chaotic, you should see inside the kitchen. Let's go take a look. Nina Massett and her crew worked tirelessly to make gallons and gallons of hummus. By SOYO, members then worked to fill thousands of cups to be distributed both days of the bake sale. I'm here with Deanie Holmes, and Eric's the hummus front thrower. Deanie, how do you feel about what's going on right now?
I love being a part of every Lebanese festival we have. Not only do I get to be elbow deep in hummus, but we get to feed the entire community.
Thank you, Deanie. Now I've had my fair share of garlic. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Natalie. We now turn to Christina, who has a report on what's up in the sanctuary.
Thanks, Robin. I'm here in the sanctuary where we are going to take a look at the life of Saint Spiridome, whose icon appears in the area where the chanters stand. Saint Spiridome was born about 270 AD in a village in Cyprus. He was of poor and humble origin and earned his living as a shepherd. He was married and had one daughter named Irene, whom he dedicated to the church after the death of his wife. While he himself took on the monastic life, he was loved and revered by the people for his deep faith, so much so that when the bishop of Memphis died, Spiridon was asked to take his place. Saint Spiridon was considered one of the most miraculous saints of the Orthodox Church. Today his remains are found in a large church dedicated to him on the island of Corfu in Greece. One sign of the saint's continuing care for the faithful is clear. Often when the serving priest in the church opens his reliquary, the body is gone. Later, when they open it again, they found that he has returned. This is not a rare incident, but happens, even in our own time, repeatedly. Another indication of this miracle is that each year on the day of his commemoration, the shoes on on his body are completely worn out. The serving priests literally change the saints' shoes every year, only to find them worn out again the next year. We celebrate the life of Saint Spiridon each year on December 12th. That's what's up in the church. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Christina. Well, just this last weekend, St. Elijah welcomed more than 120 teams from across our diocese for the second annual SOYO basketball tournament. For a recap on the competition, let's check in with Brianna Harris. How did everything go, Brianna?
Well, guys, the gym was certainly the place to be this last weekend as 12 teams battled it out for this year's title. The teams were split up into two divisions for round-robin play, followed by a Final Four showdown in the championship game. St. Elijah had great teams this year. The Blue Saints fought their way to clinch the division title and earn a spot in the Final Four. They managed to defeat the team from El Paso and secured their spot in the championship game against St. George Houston. St. Elijah's Blue Saints played their hearts out, but the Dragons walked away victorious after a nail-biting game. Congratulations to all those who competed in the tournament, and especially to St. George Houston, who took home the championship trophy. We look forward to having everyone back next year for another great weekend of fellowship and competition. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Brianna. Now let's turn to Lainey for a look at our liturgical forecast.
Well, we all know Thanksgiving is just around the corner, but let's take a look at what else is headed our way over the next few weeks. Better stuff your stockings with some extra insulation as you leave your windows open for St. Nicholas's feast day on the 6th, because it's going to be a little chilly outside. But it looks like we're in for some great walking weather on the 12th for St. Spiridon's feast day. But of course, we won't have to strain our ears very hard to hear jingle bells on the censer for the feast of the Nativity of our Lord on the 25th. That's our liturgical forecast for SOYO weather. I'm Lainey Wagner. Back to you guys.
We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. Guys, what do you think we're doing? We're trying to finish our newscast and you guys are terrible.
Oh, sorry, we're just practicing for our caroling, so we'll be ready for our Christmas party on December 13th.
We wish you a Merry Christmas.
Guys,
wish you a Merry Christmas.
That's really great, but don't you think you can wait till we finish here? We're almost done.
I guess we could. I mean, we just want to be ready for the 13th, so we will be ready and we can carol to our parishioners, and then we can go get together and have dinner at the Abrahams. We just want to sing. We
wish you a Merry Christmas.
Well, I guess there's no stopping this. We hope everyone will join in on the fun 13th.
And a